Hello again, Dominic Tropher, and welcome to another video I'll be doing. This time, as I was continuing about doing the free reviews about each attempted revival of Doctor Who. As I said a few months ago, I did a review about the 1996 revival, the television film, which was supposed to Americanise Doctor Who, but instantly failed. I know it's been a while since I've done that, and this time I'll be doing the second review about the 2003 revival, the Scream of the Shalka, just in case you can't see it there. Now, for those that don't know what Scream of the Shalka is, let's put there. For those that don't know what Doctor Who Scream of the Shalka was, it was originally supposed to be, it was originally an attempted revival to bring the programme back. And what ended up happening was that around the time when Doctor Who was coming up to its 40th anniversary, the BBC just didn't really give a toss. They didn't really care about Doctor Who. And this group of fans and producers wanted to do a new Doctor Who series. Since he had worked on animated webcasts in the past, and they wanted to make something that would really bring Doctor Who back. So they had an idea in 2002 to do something to do a fully online animated series, and they were really happy about it. But as I said, the one company they had to ask about Doctor Who was the BBC, because as I said, they were the ones who did stuff about it. So what ended up happening was that they asked people around the BBC, and they said, well, we don't think Doctor Who will ever come back on. You can do whatever you want with it. So they actually started planning for a new Doctor Who series, which would appear online. And at first, when it came to July 2003, they announced Scream of the Shalka. And a lot of fans were really excited because there hadn't been any Doctor Who for nearly 7 years, quoting the Doctor Who film from 1996. And people were just really excited. As I said, this was new Doctor Who. At the time, this was where the series and the future was going for it. So what they ended up doing was they planned, everything. The full plan of this animated online series was going to be a 12 episode season, as they called it, a 12 episode season with three 4 episode stories, and that's how this new revival was going to happen. So I said, after Shalka was announced in July 2003, 2 months later, September 2003, the BBC announced they were bringing Doctor Who back, which caused a lot of controversy because people didn't know what was going to happen. And the reason this happened was the BBC control at the time, Lorraine Heggessey, found out about Scream of the Shalka, and she really, really wanted to bring Doctor Who back. So what ended up happening was that after the BBC announced it in September 2003, Scream of the Shalka finally really reached its November release. Since the story aired online on the 13th of November 2003. And what ended up happening was that the story ended up being told over 6 weeks, so it ended up being a 6 episode story instead of a 4 episode story. And around this time, the series plan really just went away. I think people just thought, well, we made a story, it's over 4 episodes long, we need to, do something else. And after it aired, a lot of people just really lost faith in it, because they thought, well, what's the point? We got this, the new series is coming back on, what's the point? And by the end, everything, was looking very smoothly. Once February 2004 came, there were lots of questions about will there be any more, like more Shalka sequel stories for this, because a lot of people liked it. As I said, it was an interesting thing about it. Now, the actor that played it was actually Richard E. Grant. He was originally the canon Ninth Doctor when the story came out. And a lot of people liked Richard E. Grant. I've seen that story a dozen times. I've seen it more because it's such a great story. And for something like this, it can be debatable if you want to, really watch it or not because of how it is. The actress that played Liz 10 from the Beast Below episode in Series 5, she played Alison Cheney, and sorry, I forgot what her name is. And Craig Kelly did the voice of Joe, who played her boyfriend. And they are very interesting characters, but unfortunately they are pretty redundant now because nothing was ever done afterwards. Now, by the end, in March 2004, the BBC announced the new actor for the television Doctor, who was going to be played by Christopher Eccleston. And by the end, once it came, a lot of people were wondering, well, which Doctor is number 9? Is it Richard E. Grant or Christopher Eccleston? And by the end, whilst they were working on the new story, Blood of the Robots, Russell T Davies said one comment, and I'm paraphrasing here, that he never liked Richard E. Grant's voice actor when it came to the Doctor. He said it was never a choice for us, and unfortunately that's what was happening. By the end, this new animated series was scrapped and cancelled immediately, and everything that was done from it ended up being non-canon. Since it was intended to be a continuation after the film, so it would continue on. So unfortunately, nothing came out of it. All there was this one episode, this one story, and it's a bit like the nearest to a 40th anniversary, because that's when it aired. And unfortunately, the new series, which debuted in March 2005, became the actual canon. So it did. Whereas the Scream of Shalka story was totally scrapped. It's a very good story, but sometimes it can be debatable how it is. And it's a shame because for a story like this, it's a bit of a lost story, a lost revival, and a lost anniversary special. That's how it is. And I think if you're a really huge time Whovian, and you like Doctor Who and you've never seen stories like this, I'd definitely say pick this up because it's a very worthwhile story. And as I said, if you like that sort of stuff, buy it or watch it on the website if you want to. But if you're starting to get into Doctor Who, I'd say it'd take a while before you get into non-canon Who, because that's the problem. Like I said, when you get into new canon Who, it's totally different because it's not part of continuity. But it's worth watching if you like that sort of stuff. That's how it is. Well, thank you for watching my video if you actually watched it. I'll be doing, like I said, I'll be doing a review of the 3rd revive attempt. I know we're coming to the 10th anniversary soon, but for something like that, it's really worth watching it. Also, it really brought Doctor Who back. This is one thing people forget. Scream of the Shalka brought Doctor Who back, so it did. Now, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you later. See ya. Bye.